It was homecoming at Rowan University on Saturday afternoon as the Profs had an NJAC showdown against the 8th-ranked team in the country, the Wolverines from Wesley College. It wasn't a good start for the Brown and Gold as after an interception on its first drive, quarterback Riley Giles fumbled the snap on his own one, giving the ball to Wesley. E.J. Lee wasted no time punching it in from 1 yard out as Wesley took a 7-0 lead. Rowan opted to go with quarterback Nick Couzzi on their next drive, and the freshman delivered big time, hitting Elijah Rem on a 58-yard TD strike on 3rd and 10, tying the game up at 7. The Wolverines punched back on their ensuing drive as they scored on 4th and 4, retaking the lead 14-7. We moved to the second quarter as Rowan had the ball on its own 20. Couzzi hit Nick Grosso for 26 yards to the Profs' 46. It looked like the drive stalled out as Rowan sent out the punting crew, but the Brown and Gold pulled off the old direct snap to Anthony DiOrio, and the big fella rumbled 15 yards for a new set of downs. Couzzi then hit Nick Grosso for 13, setting up a John Mannion 2-yard rushing touchdown as Rowan tied things up 14-all. Wesley College answered right back on its next possession as Burrows completed a 27-yard pass to Lee to the Rowan 24. Then Lee rushed in from 2 yards out, again giving the visitors a 7-point advantage. Third quarter, Wesley with possession as they marched right down the field on Rowan. 6 plays, 68 yards, and 2 minutes 47 seconds finished out with a Burrows to Simpson 11-yard touchdown pass. However, the extra point was missed. Keep that in mind. Rowan needed to return the gut punch, and in a hurry, as they found themselves down 13. In comes John Mannion as a running back breaks through 3 Wolverine defenders and scampers off a 77-yard touchdown run on Rowan's first play of the second half, making it a 6-point game. Then things went fast and furious as the Rowan defense put pressure on Burrows. The quarterback escaped and created a nice run, but David Gatorowitz hit him from behind, knocking the ball free, while Malachi Winters scooped it up for the takeaway. Rowan punted on that possession but got the ball right back on the next play as Nate Lanier came up with the interception, returning it 20 yards to the Wesley 11 as the Profs had their second takeaway and in many plays. Rowan then turned to the running back Mannion, who went through a big hole created by the offensive line for the easy score, extra point good, as Rowan took a 28-27 lead. The fourth quarter was dominated by Rowan in the time of possession. A big chunk of that came during a 13-play, 8-minute drive, which unfortunately ended on a 44-yard missed field goal. Or did it? Wesley got called for running into the kicker, so Rowan went for it on 4th and 7. Couzzi looked for Rem in the end zone, but the pass was picked off, giving the ball back to Wesley. After the turnover, Wesley almost struck gold as Burrows hit Alex Kemp in the middle of the field, but Winters came up with a TD-saving tackle at midfield. The defense then came up with a stop as Godwin Asamoah got a tackle, forcing a Wesley punt. First play for Rowan after the punt, Mannion ripped off a 27-yard rush as the senior had 156 total yards of rushing in the game. 3rd and 12, Rowan kept the ball on the ground to waste clock, and Couzzi came up huge as somehow he stayed on his feet and ripped off a 25-yard run to keep the clock moving. Rowan would eventually give the ball back on downs with 1:14 seconds left. Then the Rowan defense pinned its ears back and rushed hard as Sonny Tapp came up with Rowan's first sack of the game. Next play, Eddie Hamilton got his paw in the passing lane, making it 3rd and long for Wesley. After an incomplete pass made it 4th down, Gatorowitz came up with the game-sealing sack as Rowan defeated Wesley 28-27. Rowan dominated in the time of possession as they had the ball for 38 minutes, 28 seconds. They were also big on 3rd down conversions as they were 8 of 15, while Wesley was 0 for 7. Profs had 449 yards of total offense, 276 on the ground, and 173 through the air. Mannion had 19 carries and 3 touchdowns on the game, while Couzzi was 10 of 18 passing for 164 yards and 1 touchdown. Rowan is now 5-2 on the season. They next take on Salisbury September 27th in the Domestic Violence Awareness Game. Kickoff is 1 p.m.